Potato! What is up, boys and girls and the new people, to the Potato Army, to a different sort of video. I normally do these over on this channel, but I've done like previous ones before. I don't think I've ever done a WrestleMania one, so I want to try and also get a WrestleMania reaction when I go over to my brother's to watch it. But yeah, what we're going to be doing today, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we will be giving our predictions on this year's WrestleMania. This year's WrestleMania looks like the best one I've seen in the last 2 years. The last two WrestleManias weren't great. I think my last favourite WrestleMania was with Sting and Triple H, because that was a really good one. But before we get into this predictions video, if you would like to be in for a chance to win in this shirt, the one that was given away at 800 subscribers, check out the last video that I've done and put your name in just by commenting and subscribing to be in for a chance to win this shirt. Because obviously, like I said in that video, Gothic Tech did come out and say that he'd rather have someone else have the shirt because we couldn't end up sending it to his location. So make sure you go over to that video, comment down below if you'd like for a chance to be winning one of these Dominating Spud t-shirts. And on the back, it's got Potato Army. I will be putting the number 800 on there, so it's for that 800 subscribers, and then also your channel name of whoever wins it. But if you can have 20 likes for that video, this video, that'd be absolutely amazing. So we've already hit 20 likes on the last videos. Thank you guys so much for that. And if you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button right now and join the Potato Men Army today. But yeah, also guys, if you want in the comment section, do maybe a list of like 1 to 13. I think it's 13 matches. 14 matches, so it's pretty packed WrestleMania in my opinion. I love WrestleMania every single year, but if you want to leave your predictions down below in the list from 1 to 14 of who you think what's gonna win and stuff, and maybe surprise entrances and stuff like that, because that's what we normally get. Rumours for Hulk Hogan, that'd be pretty cool. I want to see Hulk Hogan come back. But yeah, like I said, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. And yeah, let's jump straight into it because there's 14 matches, so this might be a pretty long, decent video for me to speak over and obviously give my predictions. So let's get into the predictions of WrestleMania 34, I think it is. Yeah, 34. And also, guys, I will be doing the list in the order I think they will be brought out at, obviously at the show, because they haven't released the order of the lineup. So from what I'm predicting, it's also predicting how I think the WrestleMania lineup's going to go. And the first match that obviously I'm going to think they're going to give it 3 kickoff matches. And I think the first one to kick off the night will be the Cruiserweight Tournament final, which is yeah, it's the ads tournament, because obviously Enzo Amore lost it, so I'm a moment blank there. Enzo Amore had to lose it because obviously I got rid of him. But in the final, it was a decent tournament to watch. I loved every single one of it because I love the cruiserweights. It takes me back to the olden times with like Rey Mysterio, and then my favourite times in TNA and stuff like that. But the 2 finalists of this show was Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali. I love watching both of them. Mustafa Ali they both have their own sort of style. I'm surprised really that I haven't tried to give it TJP or TJ Perkins that sort of push, because I really like watching him. He's got a cool style. But both of these are really cool. I just feel like Cedric Alexander has already got that tiny bit of push, but with Mustafa Ali, he'll be nice to come into the show as a Cruiserweight champion, because I think he's Algerian, and I reckon him and maybe like Jinder Mahal or something could do a good like team. I don't know, but I'd like to see Mustafa Ali win this, because like I said, I like his fighting style. I was watching him through the Cruiserweight tournament at NXT. I mean, don't put it wrong, I do like Cedric Alexander, but to me he just feels like him and Apollo Crews seem like the same sort of thing to me. But I like Mustafa Ali's fighting style, and hopefully he will win this. Predicting Mustafa Ali with the Cruiserweight win, and hopefully gives him a decent push into the next few months into WWE. The second match of the night is, I reckon they will be doing the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale on the kickoff show. I don't think they're going to do the women's one on the kickoff show, because I reckon if they put both of them on the kickoff, it would seem too rushed. They have to mix the sort of style of matches out. But there haven't been many people announced for the Battle Royal yet. The only ones who have been announced are the Revival, both members of the Revival. Last year's winner of Mojo Rawley, the year before's winner of Baron Corbin, Matt Hardy, and the 10 dude. I can never remember his name. Ty Dillinger. But I don't think any one of them is going to win it this year. Obviously Mojo, Baron Corbin have already won it. I can't, because it's on kickoff show, I wonder if Cesaro might be in it, so another previous winner. I think he was the first winner. We might be seeing the Big Show, because Big Show has been on Instagram for a bit. But it's really hard to say who would win the Battle Royal. Thinking of all the people who have come up, I would like to see, I mean, the year before with Baron Corbin, that just shown, and Mojo Rawley, it's shown anyone can win it. In my opinion, I think two people might win it, either not Matt Hardy, I reckon Jeff Hardy might come back as a brother Nero, so Matt Hardy and him will have a bit of a thing, but I'd like to see maybe Jeff Hardy come back and win it. But who was I just thinking of who could have won it? Elias. So Elias, he has been having that big of a push, but I don't think someone big is going to win it again this year, because obviously Big Show and Cesaro were two big ones, but Baron Corbin and Mojo were a bit there. But they're giving Elias a bit of a push, so whether that or they bring someone in total shocking, I don't know, maybe they could bring someone up from NXT, maybe someone like Eric Young from Sanity. That'd be pretty cool, because I noticed a few people come up from the Royal Rumble from NXT, so maybe we could see an Eric Young jump into the Battle Royal. That'll be pretty cool. That'd be cool. I want to see Sanity come up. Oh, there's also that NXT show before WrestleMania. I won't mind giving that a watch. Well, I love NXT TakeOver, but I reckon Elias will win the Battle Royal, because, like I said, he feels like he's been given that bit of a push like Mojo was and Baron Corbin. But yeah, I'd like to see Elias, Jeff, or Matt win it. That'd be pretty cool, unless someone shocking comes in and obviously wins it. But my pick on this is Elias. WrestleMania match number 3 is for the Intercontinental Championship. Like I said, this the order I think it's going to be in. Obviously, you got the champion, The Miz, with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. I'd like to see, I reckon The Miz might end up keeping hold of it, but I would like to see Finn Balor have a bit of a title run. Obviously, he was an amazing NXT champion. He was the first WWE Universal champion. Seth Rollins, he's had that push for a while. He had the United States and the WWE Championship at the same time. The Miz is amazing Intercontinental Champion. He's been amazing champion for years. But I think he's had the title for a really long time. I know he's getting really close to passing HBK's record, but I don't think he'll hit it. It's like John Cena ever passing Ric Flair's record. I just don't think it will ever. I don't want to see it happen with the John Cena and Ric Flair. I reckon Ric Flair should stay there because he's just a living legend. But I don't think The Miz should beat HBK's record, because obviously HBK, he was an amazing wrestler. I'd like to see Finn Balor win it. Seth Rollins, if he won it, that'd be absolute. I love Seth Rollins. I love that he brought the curb stomp back. But obviously The Miz has the Miztourage. Hopefully something happens to them in the Battle Royal if they enter it. But I reckon this will be on the kickoff as well. With the next few matches, there seems to be a few big matches. But yeah, I'd like to see Finn Balor win this one, but I could see The Miz keeping it still. But if he keeps it, then he's just going to get closer and closer to that record, and he will end up breaking it. But I predict a Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. So that was the 3 matches for the kickoff show. Now we're going into the main show, and I reckon they'll kick it off with the United States Championship, because this one has a sort of build up to the show. There's 3 people that the crowd love, that get hyped for. Obviously Randy Orton being the Viper and the champion. Then you've got Bobby, the Glorious Rude. Everybody loves that entrance music. It might be one of my favourite entrances of all time. Then we got Rusev, Happy Rusev Day. The crowd has absolutely been loving that. And because I can't see that being on the kickoff show because it's too hyped with the crowd. Obviously you got Rusev Day. Then you got Jinder Mahal, who people hate him, but I liked him as a champion because he was a different style of champion. I could see how he was to how he did become, how skinny he used to be and stuff. Then he just turned himself into a beast, and he was a champion for months on months. But Rusev, he will be a cool champion because of obviously Rusev Day, so obviously the fans have come across and obviously not hated him as much. But I reckon it'll be chucked against Randy Orton and Bobby Roode for the next couple of months. That's how I can see it happening. It'll just be them two doing swappy. That's all I can see happening. But I'd like to see Bobby Roode win it because I love Bobby Roode all the way since TNA and stuff. Like when I used to be a TNA fan, when it used to be good. But Bobby Roode, he is a cool champion. Randy Orton's an amazing champion. I reckon they're just going to be passing it around Bobby and Randy because Randy, he's still really young and he's only a couple behind John Cena on the title, so I reckon they might be giving him a title push sooner or later. But I can see Jinder maybe taking it just to aggravate the fans a bit, because I remember when Rusev had the United States but he weren't American and a lot of fans were kicking off because he trashed the title pretty much. But I reckon Bobby Roode's going to win it and then it'll be passed between Randy Orton and Bobby. So I'd like to see maybe Jinder and Rusev having a bit of a rivalry, so that'd be pretty cool. But I reckon Bobby Roode's going to take it for this one. The next match of the night, we're going into match 5. I reckon it'll be the Raw Tag Team Championships. It is the Bar, which is Sheamus and Cesaro, versus Braun Strowman and a partner of his choosing. But I'd like to see a 2-on-1 and Braun Strowman take both the belts. Why not? He's a beast. He doesn't really need a partner. If he brings a partner in, I reckon it'll be a cool one. I reckon it'll be someone coming back. But yeah, there's loads of people on that roster who could do it, but I reckon Braun Strowman's just going to be a beast. And obviously try and do a 2-on-1 handicap. I mean, is Bray Wyatt even on the cards tonight? No, Bray Wyatt in. I'd like to see Wyatt come in, that'd be pretty cool. Reuniting them both, but yeah, I reckon Braun Strowman's going to do a 2-on-1 handicap, and I reckon Braun Strowman's going to take both the belts, so one person holding 2 belts. It's happened before, it's definitely going to happen again, and I reckon Braun Strowman could be the person to do that. Match number 6, I reckon it's going to be the SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte versus Asuka. The Queen versus the Empress of Tomorrow. I don't see Asuka losing this. She's undefeated. I mean, it's like seeing Anthony Joshua lose. I can't see it happening. But Charlotte, she's defied odds in the past. But this is Asuka. She has wreaked havoc over NXT, over Raw, and now seems like she's coming for the SmackDown title as well. But yeah, like I said, Charlotte has overcome odds in the past before. But I can see Asuka winning this because they ain't going to let her go beaten at the grandest stage of them all and for the championship, and she's still undefeated, and it'll be a great way to be bringing a young talent into obviously the future of the company. And I really like Shinsuke Nakamura as well, so the Japanese stuff. I love Japanese wrestling as well, but Asuka, I can see her grabbing the win for this, taking the SmackDown SmackDown Women's Championship. Match number 7 is just a normal tag team match. I'm liking the hype of this one. It is Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I've liked Kevin Owens since come up through NXT, and Sami Zayn. They're just so funny and so cool, and you can tell they're best mates, which they are in real life. Shane McMahon, I love watching his coast to coast, his hand-sale match with The Undertaker, and I've never seen Daniel Bryan before. Like, I went away from WWE for a bit and went to TNA for a bit because WWE is kind of lacking for me. but I never seen Daniel Bryan wrestle, and when he was doing his stuff in the ring to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I was like, oh my god, this guy is so quick at what he does, and it's just absolute, and he's got a beard as well, so he's a more of a beast. But yeah, Shane McMahon, I like watching him, but it's just too much of Shane McMahon at the minute. But yeah, this should be a good fight. I think if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they get a chance back into SmackDown, but that'll just mean more rivalry, so I can see Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon winning this. So obviously they can't come to SmackDown, so they've got to go to Raw, and maybe from that we can see maybe the Bar come over to SmackDown. That'd be pretty cool, because I reckon obviously the Bar will lose their title, but I reckon they'll fight again, but then obviously they'll come to SmackDown, I think. But that's the way I can see it. But I reckon Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon will win this, because Daniel Bryan is back from injury, life career-ending injury, and he's come back on the biggest stage of them all, where obviously he's proved it in the past, and he's back to what he does best, and I can just see them winning it. So, sorry Owens and Zayn, but I don't think you're ever going to be on SmackDown again. WrestleMania match number 8 is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It's the Usos who are the champions, the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers. To me, the Bludgeon Brothers seem a bit nah. That's all I can say is a bit nah. They make them seem too good and too powerful, but when it comes down to it in the match, I don't think they're going to last, because I reckon the New Day and the Usos are just going to turn, help each other for a bit, get them out of the picture. But the New Day are amazing. I love the New Day. I loved them since they come in. You hated them for a bit, but you hated them so much you ended up going to love them. But the Usos, they took a change. They wanted to change, and I reckon it done what's best for them, and it worked. I loved watching the Usos, even when they had the face painted. But now I'm loving this different style of the Usos, with the Usos penitentiary and stuff. And I just don't see them losing it, because they're just too good as a tag team. I know New Day are amazing tag team champions. They've held both and held it as like the longest, I think. But I just can't see the Usos losing it, especially at WrestleMania. It would be cool to see New Day win it, but I can just see the Usos still holding out for this one, because, like I say, they're the Usos. They're related to The Rock, and they're beasts, and they're cool, because obviously they're going to be turning WrestleMania into the Uso Penitentiary. Match number 9, the match I cannot wait for. This might be the match that I've been looking forward to for a long time. As soon as I heard AJ Styles was coming into it, then Nakamura come into it, I've always wanted to see this fight. I heard they had amazing fights at MPJW in Japan, and now we're finally getting to see it on the grandest stage of them all for the WWE Championship, and it's going to be one of the best matches of the year, maybe of all time, because these two, they're just best at what they do. AJ Styles being the high flyer that he is, and I loved him in TNA and stuff like that. That's what made me watch TNA, was AJ, and when he left, that went downhill. Then when he came into WWE, I was just so excited. And I heard the matches that I had with the club, with Nakamura and stuff like that in Japan. And since Nakamura's come to WWE, I've absolutely loved him. His entrance is amazing, his fighting style's amazing, his promos are amazing, and like I say, he's Japanese as well. I like Japanese stuff and everything like that. But it's a tough one to call, guys. It is a tough one to call. Nakamura being Nakamura, everyone's going to predict him to win, but I think I can see AJ Styles pulling through and obviously winning this. He's the phenomenal one. I can't say that word, but I'd like to see Nakamura win, because I like them both, but I want to see AJ Styles come through in the end, because like I said, I've been watching him through TNA and stuff like that, so hopefully he can pull through and get that championship. Like I said, this is going to be one of the best matches of the year, and I can't wait for it. I'd like to see who you guys think who's going to win this, AJ Styles and Nakamura. Let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, but I want to see AJ come out of this with the win for a good match, and obviously a good championship. The next match I think that's going to happen is the Women's Battle Royal. So I think it's all the women from the rosters. I mean, there's loads. There's the new tag teams with like Paige and Ruby Riot's team and stuff like that. Then you got Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Natalya, Naomi, Carmella. Maybe we'll be seeing the champions, but I reckon we're going to be seeing another Money in the Bank cash in with Carmella on the night as well. Who's she going to cash in on? We don't know if she can cash in on anyone, but the woman I'd like to see win the Battle Royal is Becky Lynch. I've loved Becky Lynch since she's come in. I mean, I know we won't be seeing Paige because I don't think she's cleared to wrestle, but I reckon it'll be Paige or Ruby Riot who will win it. I reckon we'll see Sasha Banks and Bayley go at it as well, but I'd like to really see Becky Lynch come out because she hasn't really had a push in quite a while, and this will be something cool to have under her belt. But maybe I'll give it Natalya because she seems to be getting back to her roots and stuff, but I'd like to see Becky Lynch lift the trophy at the end of the Battle Royal. The next match, what I think is going to happen, I hope it happens because it's going to be a cool match, but most people will be thinking it's a main event. I don't even think the Universal title is going to be the main event, but I reckon the next match is going to be, if it happens, John Cena and The Undertaker. If it does happen, I'm hoping The Undertaker pulls through. He's had 2 WrestleMania losses on the loss. In a row, 2 in a row. That's just absolutely crazy for The Undertaker. Being undefeated at WrestleMania, then losing to Brock Lesnar, then beating Brock Lesnar, then losing once again to Brock Lesnar, and then losing to Roman Reigns last year, which was meant to be his retired match. But what I think is going to be coming back as the American Badass on bike, because obviously he left his uniform in the middle of the ring. Maybe he's ditched that ego of The Undertaker and he comes back as someone else. That's if it does happen. But if he does come back, I don't see Undertaker losing, because John Cena seems to be going on that slope now where he seems to be going. Hopefully he goes soon. I mean, it'll be sad to see him go, but I reckon he's got to go to let more talent come in, because it's just John Cena. It's just all about John Cena. I know what he does behind the scenes is amazing, but I can't let Undertaker have a hat trick of losses. No goddamn way, because he's the Undertaker. If he comes back as the American Badass, he's out there to kick ass. But I want to see the Undertaker win this. Please don't be John Cena, just so we get more hype. It's just going to be crazy. That's if the match happens. I'm going to try and speed these last 3 predictions up because my camera is running low, but I'm going to predict Undertaker to win that match. The next match I think that's going to happen is the Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. This will be the stage for Nia Jax to obviously do something big. She had a big spot on last year's WrestleMania, but once again I reckon she's gonna choke again. I reckon Alexa Bliss is gonna come through and win it somehow. I mean, I've loved Alexa Bliss since she's come into it. She's been an amazing NXT champion, SmackDown champion, and now a Raw's champion. I mean, I'd like to see her keep it again because she keeps defying odds and stuff. And then Nia Jax is obviously part of the Rock legacy with like the Usos, Rikishi, obviously the Rock and stuff. But I just reckon she's going to flop again at WrestleMania because she flopped last year, and I reckon this year will be a... I don't think Alexa Bliss had a shot last year at WrestleMania, so this is the time to shine, to be as a champion, and it'll be nice to see her lifting the belt at the end, because like I said, I've liked when she's come into it ever since. I mean, she's a cool one, and she's like maybe part of the future of the women's division with like Becky Lynch and stuff like that. So I'd like to see Alexa Bliss win this because I always root for Alexa Bliss, because Nia Jax is a bit nah to me, literally just a bit nah. So yeah, Alexa Bliss will win this one. On to match number 13, we have 2 matches left. This one is for the WWE Universal Championship. It is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. We know how this is turning out. We really do. It's been rumoured for about 2 years since he lost it at WrestleMania to Seth Rollins. These two will come face to face again. Lesnar's losing, without a doubt. If Lesnar doesn't lose, everyone's going to be shocked, because it's just been predicted for so many years for Roman Reigns to become the face of the company. Obviously Lesnar's a part-timer, which has been brought into the storyline, and a lot of the wrestlers are angry about it, which is true. Like, in my opinion, it is true. He only turns up at pay-per-views, where a champion should be there every single night, working every single day. But I mean, I'd understand if he was still at UFC, but he's not. He's like just don't know what he's doing. But I can see where the storyline is, and it's really cool because he is a part-timer in my opinion. But Roman Reigns being Roman Reigns. I'd rather see Reigns though with the title than Lesnar, because he's never there. You always expect him to be at Raw every single week, doing promos, pissing everyone off, but he's not. You only see him at pay-per-views. You always see Paul Heyman come out and it's like, come on now. You're WWE champion and you're not even showing up to a show, representing that show for what it is as well. But we know Roman Reigns is going to win this. If he doesn't, then literally I'm going to be shocked. But I reckon Reigns is going to take it. It's been rumoured for about 2 years. But yeah, that's all I can say is Reigns. I mean, 2 years ago we had a shot, then Seth Rollins fucked it up. And he had a shot with Triple H. That was the most boring match I've ever seen. That dragged on for way too long. I literally fell asleep. I didn't even see the end of WrestleMania because that match put me to sleep. But I don't think this is going to be a long match either. I reckon it's going to be ended quick. Less than 10 minutes, I reckon. Because there's just two big boys and they're just going to go at it and then it's going to end quick. Maybe another Lesnar and Goldberg. But yeah, I reckon Reigns going to take it for this one, become face of the company, because I reckon it's Lesnar's time to go now, because he just never seems to turn up. So, sorry Lesnar, but Reigns gets my vote, even though I'm not too keen on him, but I will see him as face of the company, because he's actually there every single night. Sorry Lesnar, but like I said, Reigns gets it for me. Getting on to the final match of the night. This what I reckon is going to end the night off, the big pay-per-view main event. Like I said, I don't reckon it's going to be the championship match. It's going to be the mixed tag team match versus Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. I wonder what sort of fighting style we're going to see from Ronda Rousey. Is it actually going to be like proper wrestling? Because we've seen loads of people come up and it's been weird style fighting. I'm happy to see Kurt Angle back fighting. I loved him in TNA, the main event Mafia and the stuff like that. He's just always been one of my favourites. I loved him back in the day with WWE. Instead of drinking beer, he drink milk. But then we got Triple H. Triple H now just feels like, because he's a CEO, he can do whatever sorry for my language, but he can do whatever the fuck he wants, in my opinion. I think this is the third time he's headlined WrestleMania. First time with Sting, then with Roman Reigns, and now this one. It's like, come on now. I mean, now we can start to see where CM Punk was coming from with his rant. If you ain't seen the rant of CM Punk, I definitely recommend checking it out, because everything he says in that, it's happening. The company's getting bigger, but it's getting more child friendly, which a lot of today's fans are getting a bit tired of. But like I said, Stephanie McMahon took over with her husband, Triple H, and now look where it's going. He's got headlined at WrestleMania for the last 3 WrestleManias. Really? I'd rather see CM Punk come back, in my opinion. But he can't win another one. He won against Sting, which was wrong, in my opinion. Sting should have won that match. But yeah, Kurt Angle, I reckon it's a tough one, because Kurt Angle, obviously with his neck problems, and Ronda Rousey being a debut, I mean, how long can they keep this rivalry going? They can definitely keep it going until WrestleMania, after WrestleMania. It's a tough one to pick, you know. But I'd like to give it to Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey, obviously being a debut match, big on WrestleMania. WrestleMania night, big night, Kurt Angle coming back to the "You Suck" chants. And then obviously we get Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and we all know we're going to get an amazing entrance from Triple H every single year. He smashes it with the entrances. I love watching them. There's something every single different every single year, and being the main event, why not just get it off to a bang? But yeah, well, I'd like to see Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle win this one, give the show a good hallelujah, pretty much saying thank you for finally beating the business. But yeah, I'd like to see Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle win this, because obviously we're going to see the rivalry for a lot longer. We seem to notice Triple H rivalries die off as soon as WrestleMania, with Roman Reigns gone straight away. Well, still trying to screw him over, but yeah, I reckon Kurt Angle and Ronda's going to win this one. But that was all my predictions for WrestleMania and the order that I think it'll be in. Give me your orders down below in the comments, also with who you think's going to win. I like to see who you guys predict and stuff like that. But I can't wait for WrestleMania. This one's going to be a good year. Hopefully we see some cool entrances. Hopefully. Please bring CM Punk back. Every single pay-per-view, bring CM Punk back, please. It's never going to happen, but we can hope. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this predictions video. If you have, please smash that like button. Like I said at the start of the video, if you want to be in for a chance to be winning this Dominating Spud t-shirt, go over to my previous video, comment over there and subscribe as well to be in for a chance to win it. As long as you're in the UK, France, Germany, in a European country, you're fine. But yeah, I'll be Dominating Spud. I love you, Potato Army. I'll catch you in the live stream maybe later if I'm not doing anything. But I love you, Potato Army. Like always, don't forget to stay starchy.